Yeah. You got a bit, I got a bit. All right, we good? We good? All right, here we are at the Caxton. It is off-field drama with my man Berkey. I'm Sauce.
Welcome.
We got a bit to cover. It's been a fucking big week, a huge week. We just want to thank everyone for the support. Pretty overwhelming, to be honest. We got a lot of follows, a lot of downloads, a lot of likes, a lot of love. It was bloody awesome.
Feedback was just outstanding. Like, what do we call that? Was that a premiere? What was it? We got the red carpet out.
We did the pilot and then Queensland and Cutlery. And this is number 3. I don't know. That was amazing.
No, but on Wednesday, that was Wednesday night.
Wednesday night when we dropped.
When we dropped to the people.
It was bloody, like, there's people that are coming out of the woodwork saying, hey,
shit, yeah,
good job, fellas. And it, feels good. Feels real good. Gives the boys a bit of confidence going through into this. And we're keen. We're going to keep it going.
Oh, yeah, we're absolutely itching at the bit to keep going.
This ain't a fucking 3-pod and pack her up.
No.
Bloody, we'll see you at 500 not out.
We told you we were going to get to 10, but from what I gather, we've got well and truly sights set on further than 10. We'll just also say that we've had support from our friends across the ditch in New Zealand. I had a bit of love. And then all the way back to USA.
England, they say.
England too. So look, we're reaching continents that originally we didn't think we were going to reach.
And I think it's a good little segue into England. What happened over there?
Oh, man, that was funny. I woke up this morning and my phone was blowing up.
I caught the end of the game when I got home from work and was just baffled by what happened in that last session and the last day.
Yeah, so let's rip in. We're up 2-0 now, which is just huge.
But they think they almost won.
Yeah, the word cheat's getting thrown around way too much for my liking.
The word wanker is also around.
Johnny Bairstow. Let's quickly touch on big fat Johnny Bairstow. Now,
I really just spat my water.
That idiot decided that he was going to wander down the wicket. Little did he know he had cheeky, smart, well-executed Alex
fucking Carey.
that had come up with a plan in his head. From what I gather, it was 3 or 4 balls down the track and thought, you know what, this bloke's sniffing around down the middle. I don't know what he was sniffing for. Caught the ball, bang, rattles middle stump, and there goes the series.
When I think of the great Careys, I think of Jim Carey and then Alex Carey. And
that's a hell of a category.
A guy who literally his one job is to carry catches, and that's your last name. Say less.
I don't know if that works.
Hey, it may not.
Anyway, we're not going to delve too far into it because I think everyone's thrown their 5 cents in there. Yeah. I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
We've thrown out 2.
Rules are rules, mate. Stay in the crease. I know there's a lot of merch flying around now about, stay in your crease. People are going to make a buck from it, which is brilliant. Usman copped an absolute barrage in the
from the members.
Oh, from the members, didn't they have a bit to say?
He's a fucking gentleman, Usman. How could you have a go at that fella?
Nah. And then Davey Warner, little Davey, I saw him trying to get in.
Hold me back.
Yeah, I think Davey, mate, you're not in a position to say too much. As much as we love you, you just keep walking.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like at the end of the day,
you are a cheater.
We've moved on, but they're going to keep holding that.
So's his wife, apparently. Cut that out.
Don't cut that out. That's a great story too,
Yeah.
Shout out to the great Sonny Bill Williams there for getting it done in the cubicle. That is all time. I would love, now that's a quick boxing fight there. Can you imagine Davey Warner and Sonny Bill going toe for toe?
All 5'5" of him against Big Bill Williams.
I reckon Sonny Bill's schlong would reach Davey's forehead. But none of that. We love the support. We're going to make a quick mention too, and it's our fans. Now, on Saturday afternoon, I had the pleasure of celebrating a mate's birthday, and I reached out to him and I said, look, boys, we need to come up with a name for our fans.
This is brilliant. I love this.
You know what I mean? We want a name for you people out there that are going to cheer us home because we know how invested you are in us. And so do you know what it is? The off-field shareholders.
The shareholders.
You out there are the shareholders, okay?
You have a stake in this.
Okay? And it's not just this, it's all of this.
And you get all of it.
Yeah, that's right. So from now on, when we're talking to you out there, you're not fans, you're shareholders. And we bloody love you. Because that's what it felt like. It felt like a board meeting. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. On Saturday.
When the boys were there?
When the boys were there, it was an unofficial board meeting, and so it only felt right. So I just wanted to tick that off. You are officially now, we will refer to you as shareholders, and we want you to invest in us, but tell us what you want to hear because we want it in your ear. So look, what we're going to cover across today's agenda, because I understand that people sort of want a glimpse into what's going to occur over the next 45 to 50 minutes. We got a massive show. We're going to talk Ashes, Origin team lists, a bit of everything, and then we're going to end with, and this is what I'm very looking forward to, and very's probably not the right word. This is what I'm looking forward to. It's going to be, and this is going to be a big part of what Saucy and I do, each week we're going to have our off-field knob of the week and then our off-field legend of the week. All right? And at the end of the year, we are going to put together our off-field drama Hall of Fame team of the year. So stay tuned. If you've ever got a nomination, maybe send it through.
I think that there is room for shareholders to be on that team too.
Oh!
There's massive room.
Huge room. And another thing is, be yourself.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Don't do anything outrageous just to be a part of the Hall of Fame team.
Big feedback from us that we've got is, do your own thing on your pod. Don't follow anyone's criteria.
No.
Make your own.
Exactly.
Do your own thing. And I think you're liking it.
Yeah, and
you're gonna like it.
We're a work in progress, aren't we?
We are.
At the end of the day, we're just scratching the surface. We really don't know what we're doing, but we're being guided by you.
When do you want to cover the off-field legends and knobs? At the end or what?
Oh, that's a good point, Saucy.
Do you want to rub it off now?
Oh, why don't we rub it off now? Yeah. Should you want me to kick off?
You kick her off.
All right. So I'm going to give you my off-field knob of the week. And this is a special one because it's our first off-field knob of the week. And I mean...
You've heard of him.
You've heard of him. And it's actually quite... the timing that this idiot has decided to help us out's outstanding. Like, who would have thought when we were going to start a podcast that this bloke could chime in? And his sport of choice has actually just begun. So without any further ado... Our opening off-field knob of the week is the great Lance Armstrong.
Fuckwit.
Now, let me tell you why Lance Armstrong is our off-field knob of the week. This idiot has just decided that he's going to release a 4-part podcast series on fairness and sport. Now, let's just take a step back here. This bloke is one of the greatest cheaters of our generation, and he's got the audacity to decide to get on the microphone like you and I are doing and talk about fairness and sport.
Now, there's Alex Carey, who is being labelled a cheater. This guy should have a tattoo of cheater on his body.
Well
Lance
said.
Armstrong.
That's actually
that's a cheater.
Now, that's exactly right. Now, let me just give you, and this might be a little raw, and I want the people at home to just chill. But that would be like the CEO of Ocean Gate telling us how to make a commercially safe submarine. Oh. Would it not? Is that too raw?
It's a little bit.
RIP to all those on the submarine too. I don't want us to think that this isn't having a go at them. Well, I'm having a go at what Lance Armstrong is doing right now. Do we know any other great cheaters? Oh, yeah. You're all over it tonight.
We covered that. We covered that, didn't we?
Yeah, we did cover that.
We did cover that at the start.
Yeah, we did cover that. That's actually so fair. So that's my off-field knob of the week. I don't want to delve into it too much because we got a massive show.
Who's your legend?
Now, our legend of the week, and now this This came across my desk last week too. And this dude...
Who passed it over? Who passed the memo?
My PA.
Yeah.
But there's a reason that this guy's my legend, and it's not because of what's occurred, but it's the way he went out. Now, I don't want to say too much because I've probably given it away already. But this man was named Timothy Sutherland, a British tourist in Jamaica. He went out trying to drink 21 cocktails in a bar with his family. Now, he's no longer with us. And so we do...
RIP again.
We do... We're sending a lot of RIPs tonight. I'm not sure why we're going...
Common theme, everyone on the list is dead.
Gee, I tell you what, we're going to a few funerals this episode.
We got plenty of room.
We do, yeah, we do. Look, this is what I love about Timothy. And this is what he said to his family. He's gone to the bar and he said, you know what, kids? Tonight your father's going to try and punish all 21 and you're not going to stop me.
21. Do something for me.
You're not going to stop me because I'm not going to die wondering. And right now I just need the love and support. So, son, can you get me a goddamn techie shot and let's get the party going? Can I quickly just rattle you off some of the cocktails?
I was gonna ask what cocktail, what did it? Which was the last one?
Now, I didn't get too deep into what it was, but let me run you through a few of these cocktails. We had the Kenny Rogers, the Mango Slush,
Oof.
Sex on the Beach.
That's a staple.
Yeah, that is a staple. The Jamaica Jump Up, Jam Down Special, Island in the Sun, Moonlight. Oh, here we go. I know which one he carked it on. Forget Me Not.
Yeah.
That
did it.
Surely that was the one that just said, righto, Timothy.
He's on an island in the sun right now, the old fella.
Yeah. I mean...
He went out. What a better way to go out.
And that's what I mean.
You know.
Like, people out there live a little.
Yeah. Fella lived. Fella lived.
Well, how many cocktails do you reckon you need to drink before you went ass over tip?
Well, I reckon he's had easy. Where is it? America? Where
he was in Jamaica.
Jamaica. He said that. Fuck, they're free pouring over there.
Yeah.
He would have had double 41. That's 42. I reckon he's had. So he's had 21. It's at least 42. I reckon he's had like 50, 60 drinks, shots. That's cooked.
Let's not forget he was probably having a bit of that Wiz Khalifa, know what too.
Yeah, he was inundated.
Oh, he would have had that dope.
Yeah.
Big time.
You know he was.
That's my off-field knob of the week and off-field legend of the week. You're getting our gist with that?
Yeah.
Okay? The shareholders out there, send them through because we don't have the time to kind of, search.
So I'll just say mine quickly, and I don't want to go too much into Origin.
We're back.
We're back on him. We're back on my boy Freddie.
Can we get Freddie on here too? I feel like we're throwing a lot of hate mail towards Freddie, but I guess at the end of the day, when you're going to serve up what they've served up in 2023, what do you expect?
And we got called bias. We are biased. I'm not condoning New South Wales for 1 second and their selection choices, but that's what pisses me off because I want them to be better. I don't want them to get it because they'll never get it. They don't get it. But Nico, him not being picked is fucked. Where's Campbell Graham?
Injured.
You dropped. Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Okay, I should have done my research. Yuto Ikamano.
Now that's
Kid plays 12 minutes.
Yeah, no, that's the
same
one
as
for
Pengai.
me.
Same as Pengai, game one. Hudson Young should never have been there from day one.
I mean, Pengai should have never been there either.
You're probably right.
Like that Ikawatu. I'm glad you pronounced it because that was a bit of a tongue twister.
Gutho?
Oh, all right. There's a few issues with Gutho, and it starts with his nickname King for me.
What are you king of?
No, nothing. Absolutely sweet nothing. The fact that they're playing Reece Robinson and Gutho off the bench, I had a text come through to me today.
Do you know what shits me?
Oh, stop it.
Just quickly, why is Reece Robinson not 14? Just fix that up. What was he in the first game?
17.
Now he's 15.
Yeah,
fix it up. He's 16 or something.
Yeah, no.
Just make the fucker 14. Like Benny and Harry. Like
it's simple maths, isn't it?
Yeah. 9 goes into 14.
Where was
14
I?
goes into
Where was I? Ikawatu, your boy.
Ikamano.
Your boy.
Hold on. Ikawatu.
What's his name?
Stefan Uto Ikamanu.
Yeah, okay. I'm going to call him Stefan because that's a whole lot easier.
Just try to pronounce his last name again.
Stefan Ikawatu?
Uto Ikamanu.
Oh, mate, he's got an issue with his surname. No, I can't, mate. I feel like I'm Timothy Sutherland in Jamaica trying to knock off 21 cocktails trying to pronounce this fella's name.
Just try it. Uto Ikamanu.
Iku Ulamanu.
Are you taking the piss?
Stefan Iku Ulamalu. Brother, it's not easy.
Uto Ikamanu.
Uto Ikamanu. That's easy, mate. Come on.
Uto Ikamanu. Go.
Uto Ikamanu.
Say
Uto
the full
Ikamanu.
name.
Stefan Uto Ikamanu.
Done.
There you go. Get him on the footy field, Freddie.
He can play. He's a big bopper.
I mean, they're throwing that out the window when they say the 12 minutes. Like, come on. You can't drop a bloke after he's just played 12 minutes.
Nah.
I just want to quickly touch on this bias thing too, because that was kind of really pissing me off. We're not biased, all right? I don't want to know if there's a New South Welshman out there that's praising what they've done this series.
No, you wouldn't be.
Do you know what I mean? So what do you want us to do? Tap them on the shoulder when they're down 36-6?
Do you reckon New South Wales... Oh, actually, they did.
Who did?
Same thing as the Ashes. We actually should have won the first game. We felt like we won the first game. Didn't Freddie say that?
Yeah, he says that every game.
You've lost the series.
Yeah.
It's 2-0.
No,
It'll be 3. We're sweeping you, bruh.
We are sweeping you.
Oh, no, I'm picking up what you're putting down.
But you know what I mean?
I'm picking up what you're putting down.
We want the New South Wales shareholders to get involved. And it's like, there's nothing against what they're doing down south. They're just not good.
Nah, they're far from it.
No. And I don't know what you want us to praise you about. The middle of their jersey has got the biggest Westpac sign.
And before that, it was VB.
Get it right.
Fix it.
I got nothing issue too with Westpac. I'm actually looking
intel.
for a new bank.
I got intel actually. This shows the two teams, the difference in the two camps. Queensland, they get their Monday, and this has nothing to do with New South Wales being late in Origin 2 camp. They get their Monday. Hard as fuck training session. Tuesday, day off. Wednesday, fucking haven't. Hard as fuck. Thursday, day off. It's day on, day off, day on, day off, day on, day off, game day, whatever.
Who's that?
Queensland.
Oh, it's Queensland.
New South Wales, no drinking. There's no drinking in camp.
Hang on. Are you giving away our secret here?
It's well known. It's well known. We go up to Sanctuary or wherever the fuck we were for
News
game 2.
to me.
We go to Sanctuary and they do their thing. Game 2 for the camp for New South Wales, it's every day. There's something planned. It's like a regimented structure. Okay. It's like you have to be here. You have to have your shoes off with Freddie and walk for 30 minutes in the park. No drinking as well. There's zero drinking. They're not allowed to sing piss, which is strange.
That's a cultural issue.
It's a massive cultural thing. They probably smoke a bit of reefer with Freddie, but who knows?
Mate, I've got a few New South Wales mates that should try getting off the piss too.
You reckon?
Oh, some of them are shocking on the piss. It must be the air down south.
Yeah. I'll disclose our first guest.
Do we? Or do we? I can't hold it in.
You let it rip.
No. I don't know. Should it be a secret to the shareholders, or do shareholders want to know?
Do we just let the shareholders know?
Oh, let them know.
Or should we let them know in a private forum?
Let them know.
Locked in. 1, Mr. 6 More Songs, Alfie Langer.
Bang.
Done. Guest 1. We're thinking could be Ep 6.
Ep 6.
So if you don't listen to anything until then, fucking set yourselves a reminder for Ep 6 because it'll be a huge one. First ever guest.
That's actually not a bad shout. We might get a lot of listeners, or should I say shareholders, tune out. But then they'll rip back in for Ep 6.
You'd be silly not to.
Yeah,
I've never heard the fella on a potty either.
No, this is actually, this is breaking news. This is Alfie's first potty. Now, that may not be factual, but...
We'll fact check it.
And this is another thing that I'm going to want the shareholders to know. My new favourite word is allegedly.
Allegedly
is going to be a massive part of the Off-Field Drama podcast. And there's a few reasons for that. Major reason is for legal reasons. I don't have the money to keep paying for lawyers if I need them. So I'm going to be throwing allegedly out left, right, and centre.
Did someone tell you this?
Yeah,
You got a bit of advice?
I seeked legal advice.
Right.
And apparently, allegedly, something you're going to have to bring into your vocabulary. Okay. If we're any chance of getting to Ep 10, we're going to need to absolutely bash the hell out of the word allegedly.
Perfect.
Okay.
I was thinking about this the other day after we played golf. Hey, shout out to Jacob. He tried his best. You know, it honestly looked like him driving the ball looked like there was like a fucking like, what are those things that come out? Gopher? Like a gopher was in the ground and he was trying to hit the gopher. There was that much turf coming up out of the ground. He really tried. But I thought, fuck, how good would it be to, you know, actually be really good at golf? Like that'd be one of the real one sports that'd be sick at. You get paid well. You're getting, you know.
Travel the world.
What was the world golf thing?
Live golf.
Yeah, the live golf thing. You could be a billionaire and just, you know, swinging for fun. I thought, if I had one choice of a sport to be elite at, mine would be soccer.
Really?
Mine would be football, soccer.
You play rugby like a soccer player?
Because I kick like fucking Messi.
Because you're soft as hell.
Hey, that was good. What would yours be?
What would mine be?
It can't be rugby league.
All right.
Can't be rugby league, cricket.
I'd go QB. Quarterback.
Yeah. Who would you form your game around?
Well,
You'd need to grow about a foot.
I'd like to
maybe
think
2.
I'm elusive. So, can I say maybe...
How was that? If it's elusive, how was that? Was it anything like that pass on Wednesday night? Last Wednesday?
I couldn't believe you showed that to the shareholders.
Hey, I'm just filming what you did, bruh.
I tell you what, that was a good pass. The issue was that I had my outside man not running a line. I watched that over and over again because I know you did. I don't like that. And I watched it and I realised my outside man, I had the 2 Baker boys outside me. One of them come under me. He should have been running an unders line. If we all know what an unders line is, and you know what I'm talking about.
I'm not going to comment on it because the footage is out there for all to see. And the winger was marked up quite extensively.
No, but it was a 3-on-2 and it turned into a 2-on-2.
Hey, we won that game, so it doesn't matter.
No, that's right. That was
5-4.
If you couldn't tell, I took myself off immediately and was absolutely filthy.
Shout out to Matty Munster-Stewart, who came up with a clutch little play.
It was like a Darius Boyd try in the corner, wasn't it, from the big fella?
But what? So QB, who else? You know, who would you kind of be like?
Oh, I think you got to pay homage to the great Brett Favre, maybe.
Yeah.
Tough.
Yeah.
Could top a few hits and get back up.
I reckon you got a bit of Timmy Roethlisberger about you. A bit of the big Ben.
Big Benny Roethlisberger.
Big schnoz on you.
He would have had a big bloody beak on the big
Who do you reckon out of us has a bigger nose?
Oh, gee, I mean, if you've got a bigger one than me, you're doing well.
Aim those things up.
Your thing's got nothing on mine.
Mine's fucked.
But that's just because yours is crooked. Yeah, see, mine's hung well.
I just looked at it.
It's got a mind of its own. It starts at the
I keep spitting.
It starts.
This light is so bright. I keep like projectile spitting. It's fucked.
I know it's no good. I blame my father for that, and then he'd probably say that he blames my grandfather for that.
Just so the viewers know, aren't you part Jewish?
Yeah, I got a bit of that in me. My mother.
Well, that's where it comes from.
No, she's got nothing to do with that. It all comes from Dad's side.
So you reckon that your nose isn't Jewish?
I promise you that. Yeah, it all stems from the Burke side. Mate, it's
50-50.
We are the Burke Beaks.
I feel like having a bit of Jew in you doesn't, it helps to have a bigger nose.
Yeah, mate, I'm telling you right now, I can assure you, I know where it comes from.
I do too.
Get on, keep going. Now, can we also just talk about the great Jared Hayne? What's happened to Jared Hayne? Can we touch on it or no?
We can touch on it.
Is it not worth it?
We can touch on it.
Worth it's a funny segment to add him into that.
How's he not?
He's just lost. He's been fleeced over $750,000.
Deservedly.
Right. Now, to think about that for a second, can you imagine how much he's paid on court cases leading into that fleecing job?
Yeah.
And
A bit.
Can we work out who that should have been who our off-field legend was, the bloke that fleeced him $760,000.
How did he do it? Like, what was the conversation?
It was something to do with Bitcoin, I think. Yeah. You can imagine the Hayne plane.
He must be thick as fuck.
And he would have been so desperate for a bit of dough.
Because he's got none.
He's got absolutely nothing.
He's thinking, I can double up here, maybe treble.
I've got a feeling the bloke that feasted him was about 4'5" called Jerry.
Yeah?
You reckon?
Maybe.
I don't know. And I just think that this little, you know what, has conned him into this. I'd love to know what the Hayne plane's reaction was at this point.
I just want to know what his thoughts were.
Oh, I mean, I know he'd be desperate for $1. I wonder what coin it was. You into the Bitcoin stuff?
Ethereum?
No, see, I couldn't give a rat's ass
Maybe
about
some
it.
Doge?
I know we've got a fair few shareholders out there that love it.
I know a big one.
Really?
Big Bitcoin guy. Still got a couple in
Are
there.
they named after a rock? Like the Bitcoins, like Ethereum, is that a rock?
No, you're thinking of like lithium.
Lithium, yeah. They're all Bitcoins, aren't they?
Lithium's I could be wrong here. Lithium is a...
Iron.
No, it's on the periodic chart thing. It's a substance, or I don't know.
Oh, now we're going to...
we're really showing our IQ.
Now we're going to give the shareholders a science lesson today. And next week, kids,
they make batteries out of it.
On the Off-Field Drama podcast, let's talk about CO2 emissions.
Oh, I don't want to talk about CO2. Did you know what happened to me?
What happened?
Have you not heard this?
No, I'm all ears, bud.
Oh, West Tigers game against the Broncos this year. Bloody, I have PTSD from it.
Right.
One of the boys was changing a keg. He left because there's CO2 that pushes the beer.
Oh, through the keg.
Through the line. Yeah, it sucks it out of the keg and pushes it through the line to get to your final product out in your glass, out of the tap. And the keg room they have monitors on them, right, with CO2. So you look you look on the monitor before you go in case there's a leak or there's an accident or whatever, and the room fills up with CO2. In case you didn't know, you can't breathe without oxygen. You know, shareholders. So if a room's full of CO2,
Saucy's on fire tonight.
You asphyxiate and you can't breathe, and that almost happened to your boy.
True.
Yeah, so I ran in there. The alarm's going off. Old mate mucked up changing the keg, and I'm going in there, held my breath. I was in there for 5-10 seconds, fixed it up, and walked out of the room and collapsed. And I blacked out a bit. And then on my haunches, Ash walks around the corner and sees me and goes, get out of the kit, move, go.
Yeah.
And then
did you even have the energy to move?
Started feeling like really sick, real dizzy, real out of it. The ambulance came, the fire brigade came. They took me to the hospital, and the fire brigade guy, when I was getting my
injections
obs checked or whatever, he goes, did you go in that room? And I was like, yeah. Mate, are you serious? By the time they got there, the reading on the thingo, it only goes up to 9,999. When I went in there, I think it was at 7,000. It had gone up to the level, and it's just the alarm is just firing away.
What?
Yeah.
So this happened, Bronx Tigers?
Bronx Tigers. So
this year?
Yeah, not too long ago. When was that? Bronx Tigers. It was in the first 10 rounds, I think.
How did I not hear about it?
I don't know. It was terrifying.
I bet it was.
I can't go into a keg room properly now.
Yeah,
without just looking up, like I wig out a bit about it. I'm like, it was pretty scary.
You get the horrors.
Yeah.
It's like Benny Hunt under a high ball at kickoff.
He sees a bomb and he goes, fuck.
Here we go again.
Not this again.
That's a wild little...
Yeah, it was very eye-opening.
What time of the hour was this out of curiosity?
Like 5:30. Like
in the Arvo?
Yeah, but like pre-game, the car park was packed.
That's
and it was
not how you get the night started.
No. Well, that was the end of my night.
Yeah. Geez, you had a quick shift that night. No doubt.
Watched the game in the hospital in the emergency room.
No doubt
KO.
knowing you would have paid yourself the full 12-hour shift.
Oh, mate.
Oh, he gave himself a bit of overtime too, the big fella.
The nurse came in, I'll never forget, and she goes, yeah, you've got a bit of CO2 in your blood.
So what happens there?
It excretes from your body.
Right, so it goes out the back door?
No, through your pores.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't farting out CO2.
So you would have been in the sauna all week?
No, it just naturally just comes
natural,
out.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I was crook, but
Yeah, I bet you were.
proper crook.
Yeah.
It's pretty dumb when you think about it.
I mean...
But I was fight or flight, and I ran in there to save the day.
Yeah.
Old mate's wigging out, and he goes, "This keg's come undone," and it was the CO2 was coming out like a hose, just gushing out.
Yeah, I can imagine, like gas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yes.
That's
Yeah.
scary.
You need a periodic table. Seriously,
I did earth science at school, and
No.
I was meant to do that as one of those easy subjects. But I tell you what, I found a way to make it look difficult. I can assure you that.
Yeah. What was in that?
Oh,
So like horticulture and shit.
yeah, it was like rocks and volcano, all the important kind of science.
Jeez,
The thing.
I feel for that teacher.
This is the thing with me. It's not about doing the fancy chemistry bio. Do the things that are actually going to matter in life.
Like rocks and volcanoes.
Yeah, like learn about what it takes for an earthquake to happen, or a tsunami, or maybe
Plenty of those in Australia.
or a tornado.
Plenty of those in Australia.
Well, this is what I'm saying. If you live up north, maybe that's
cyclones.
Cyclones, yeah. Tornadoes
Same
in
thing, same
America.
thing, yeah.
Yeah. Well, one turns the other way.
Do they?
Yeah,
What,
see,
they
there
spin
we
in opposite
go.
Directions, do they?
Dr. Burke's decided to show up.
So a tornado spins in another direction,
Tornado goes one way and then a cyclone goes the other.
like our toilets.
Really?
Yeah, when you flush in an Australian toilet, it goes anti-clockwise.
What?
And then, or whatever way the cyclone goes, and then the tornado must go the same
The
way
other
that their
way.
toilet goes. Yeah, our toilets in Australia don't really flush like theirs, but you know how in America how you see it and it goes in a really in like a circle. Yeah.
What about in Greece where you just got to wipe your asshole and put it in a bin? They don't even flush.
Yuck.
hey, the Greeks learn a
You're on
lesson.
YouTube. You just got a fucking good morsel of my snot there.
The Greeks decided, they watched how the Aussies used a dunny, and then they watched how the Yanks used it, and they said, screw that, we'll do neither, and we'll just use the good old-fashioned old school way, and we'll just,
The Japanese got it sorted though with their bidets.
They're the bidets, aren't they? They're a special thing.
Yeah. We've touched on this in the first two pods too. How good's a bidet?
We've got to get off the bidet chat.
We got to get on a bidet.
Yeah.
We were going to do a potty from a bidet, a live potty.
We still are. Imagine if we could put this to Alfie. We did the potty on the bidet with Alfie.
He'd do it.
I know he would.
Yeah.
That sick puppy would do anything from what I gather. We're excited to have him on board.
I can't wait.
That's going to be
I actually
huge.
can't wait. We'll load him up with a few vodka reds.
Is that he drinks vodka reds, does he?
Them. Loves a vodka. Or a fireball. Likes fireball shots.
Oh, dude, fireballs for me just gets my heart racing.
Don't like 'em.
Oh, my God, man. In America, when I was over in college, the Americans just loved it.
Yeah, they shot like nothing
Oh,
over
my
there.
God. Just chill.
Let's do shots, man.
They're insane.
Let's party.
While we're on the...
Let's load up. Let's go to... let's pregame and go to a rager.
Oh, they love it pregame. I love the name of it. I'm going to give a quick story on my time in America.
Burke's backyard.
Yeah, we'll call it Burke's Backyard. I was at college. I was at Florida State University. And I have a few stories, and I'm just trying to work out how
about the Virginia one?
appropriate they
The
are.
roof of the Virginia one.
That was the Florida State one. I ended up on the roof of the governor's building. Now, let me just tell you how I got there. And there was a letter. I had heard that in America at college, one of the big things over there was spiking.
Yeah.
At college, they love to spike everyone's drinks, right?
Yeah. Frat boys.
Yeah, frat boys, all of that nonsense. Anyway, I thought, righto, let's go to this club and let's see where it takes us. Little did we know, by this point, I was on the top of this thing called the Governor's Building, to a point where I had this one brother with me, and I was FaceTiming the boys at home going, this is hilarious. I turned the camera around. I don't think anyone was expecting this. I had a whole street shut down.
Yeah. I remember this.
With the fire trucks trying to get me, thinking I was going to jump.
I vividly remember this.
Anyway, next stop, I'm getting handcuffed and I'm in a mental institution, wigging the hell out.
I could see that happening.
No, it wasn't right.
I spent a night in Nashville with you. Do you remember that? The night ended up. No, you're in an ambulance.
Well, I was in it.
I've got the footage of that too.
That was bad.
I've got the footage for that.
That was terrible.
If the shareholders want the footage, I've got the footage.
You don't need to see it.
It's hilarious.
It's not good. It's not good for anyone.
Get the fuck off me! They're trying to do your blood pressure. Get that the fuck off me! I'm fine.
There's something wrong with the alcohol over there.
Oh, mate, I don't know if it's the alcohol. I think it might be. It might be the person.
I was in the mental institution, and by this point, I had sobered right up, as you can probably imagine, because I had a peek through my little window. And I could see these freaks, you know, they were just banging their heads up against.
Were you in a straitjacket?
No, I was still wearing my clothes.
Yeah.
Anyway, I've gone, nah, this isn't for me. I've just arrived in the US. So I decided to go stealth mode. Full stealth mode. So I opened the door, I peeked to my left, I peeked to my right, all clear. So I start tiptoeing away. Just as I thought I'd made it out, boom. Nurse catches me. It was game over. She said, "Get the hell back in your room."
Does she bring out the syringe? they just sedate you. We've got a cold red.
So then I tell her, I was like, "But miss, I really need to piss." And she was like, "There is no way we are letting you out of your room after I've just tried to sneak out." I genuinely needed to piss to a point where I just started pissing all over my room.
No.
Anyway.
And that doesn't help them think you're any saner.
Doesn't help the cause whatsoever. So then, 10 minutes passes by. They waltz on in.
Jeez, it smells like piss in here.
And when you're stepping on splashes?
Oh.
And they just look at me and they go, what's that? And I just had the dirtiest grin on my face. And I was like, I genuinely needed to go to the toilet, but you wouldn't let me go. I had to stay in this place for, I would say 3 hours, but it felt like a lifetime.
Mate. 20 minutes is too long in there, surely.
I had to get my cousin, who I'd only just been staying with, to pick me up with his new girlfriend at the time picking up his Australian cousin who was from the mental institution. So you can imagine this was a good look. No shoes on, ripped up jeans, and I was holding my shirt and jumper.
That's some cuckoo's nest shit.
Disgusting. I don't know.
Bert flew over the cuckoo's nest.
I don't know how we got onto that story, but that's that. Maybe don't put that in.
I'm going to.
My mum.
I've not heard that.
Yeah, dude, it was insane, man.
That's something that you'd think. Well, hey, frat boys don't spike.
Well, then the funny thing is every time I'd go to a club or something, it'd be
PTSD.
It'd be like, yo, that's that Aussie on the governor's building.
Oh,
yeah.
Rep? You get a bit of street cred?
The street cred was high, but
they didn't know the full story.
It didn't rub off. Yeah.
How good's being an Aussie in America?
Oh, it's just like that. That's where the shareholders need to go.
Yeah. I reckon I'm going to go there for my 30th. Isn't that scary?
When's
30.
that? Well, you got 2 more years.
Year and a half.
That's a good place to go. It's funny, like they'll ask you, they'll be like,
I'll get my passport redone.
Yeah.
You got yours?
Yeah.
Is it expired?
No,
I need to get mine renewed.
I got a 10-year.
I need to get mine because that'd be all time.
Oh, dude,
I haven't been since we were there.
Yeah. Was that
2015?
2015.
Yeah.
Geez, that was a good time.
That was a great time.
We got stuck when we were actually traveling to Nashville. We got stuck
in the RV.
Our RV.
The wild thing.
Did it pump a tyre? What happened to it?
I don't know. We had that Kiwi, the crazy Kiwi guy. He was going too quick, I think. The old fella, the RV couldn't go too fast, and there was a threshold that we went over, I think, and he was flooring it, trying to get somewhere.
And it was bucketing down snow, and we were parked up in a petrol station, and we had to go. Right. We had to go get a one of those what are they? Like an RV kind of. What are they? A trailer pickup? Like a tower.
A tow truck.
A tow truck. I don't know where I called it a trailer pickup. A tow truck to come pick us up. This dude, you couldn't have asked for a more Southern American, eh?
I don't remember this. I don't remember the guy.
Mate,
I remember I had my little
CO2 is having a serious effect on your memory.
It definitely did for a week or two. Do you remember I fucking tailed around in my little Kia Rio?
Oh, you got a little Kia Rio and followed us.
Yeah, because there was no room in the fucking RV. I'm last minute tag along, and I've got to drive myself around America.
We told Saucy that we couldn't fit the big fella in the RV, so then he hired a little Hyundai Getz or something.
Fucking whatever it was.
And just followed behind us.
Yeah. Well, I led the front. I led from the front.
You would have followed us from New York all the way to Dallas. Geez, there was some funny times. You can actually...
yeah, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, mate,
that thing got some miles, I'll tell you what.
I remember when we were driving once.
What a trip, though.
It was such a good trip. I had to do a shift in your little Getsy by myself. And I
Benny Russell was there. He did one.
Yeah, he did it with us. I needed to take a piss, but because my iPhone wasn't charged and I was following you guys
couldn't tell
from behind, I couldn't stop.
Yeah.
So then I had a water bottle beside me. And so I was like, all right, I'm just going to have to piss in this water bottle and keep going. Little did I know that I needed to siphon the python that badly that it just started overflowing. Mate, there was piss down my leg.
In the Gets.
Down to the Getsy. I don't even think I told you. I just said, righto, big fella.
What's with you and pissing, dude?
your next shift, get in there.
Oh, that's why you had that little grin, eh?
I'm sorry. It's something I've held in for a while there. I know, Saucy. So I got myself a little purchase today, okay? And it's something that I've seen floating around a lot out there, especially over in, the
US of A.
The USA and England. Excuse me. Anyway, I thought, why not? I'll buy them. So here's my little surprise for you. Prime, the new greatest energy drink, apparently. Now, let me tell you, I don't know if anyone's purchased these out there at the moment, because from what I gather, they're quite rare.
Rare. They're very rare.
My mate came back with them to me today, and I thought, oh my God. I'd seen one of them, and I thought, I cannot wait to drink you.
25 cals.
If anyone's had it out there, we've got the red and the blue one. Let me be very clear about this message that I'm going to tell you. Don't drink Prime. It is awful.
So I've wanted to try this for so long. Long. Yeah.
Well, you're welcome.
Yeah. Das and Klutz tried it, and I didn't have any because I wanted this to be my first taste.
No, you got to try the red one first.
Yeah. So this is it. Is this actually it?
Yeah, this is it. So
It's not like
this is my
haven't
happy
filled it up
Monday. No, I haven't screwed with it, mate.
You haven't frat boyed me.
No, I haven't frat boyed.
No, I'm just thinking, like, have you tampered with it? To call out Prime. This is legit.
No, this is legit. Tell me what you think. It's bad, isn't it?
Hold up.
Yeah, so you've just tried the red one. So
I've tried the red one.
Give the blue one a whirl. I will say, too, while you're doing that, so the red one's Tropical Punch.
Fucking syrupy.
Oh, gee, it's awful.
It's not that good.
What is the taste? Can you tell the shareholders what you think the taste is like? Can you describe it to them? It's like that purple medicine. Is it purple cough medicine that you drink? Oh, he's going again.
I don't mind this one.
Oh, he likes it.
Dude, it tastes like, it honestly tastes like American shit. Yeah, and I love that artificial, weird. God. That's pass. That's pass.
See, I reckon the blue one, which is blue raspberry.
Oh, nah. I don't know. The fact that I went back for seconds is weird.
Do you like the Tropical Punch one?
They're not healthy. There's no way that they're healthy.
What's the catch with them? KSI.
He says it's. They say it's a gluten free, caffeine free. There's zero sugar. They're 10% coconut water with a little asterisk, which means there's not 10%. There's no way that's healthy. It's a sports drink. It's like Gatorade, but like healthy. That's what his whole thing is. Whole ploy is. There's no way that's good for you.
I'll give the blue one.
It's Logan fucking Paul.
Logan Paul and KSI.
Look out for themselves.
Surprise, kids. We've just got a brand new sponsor. Prime have just come on board.
Thanks, boys.
After
allegedly, Prime have come on board.
Allegedly, Private come on board after we've just rinsed their product. It's so bad. I wouldn't...
Allegedly that it's Prime.
No, it's awful. So don't try it at home. We'll just give a quick shout out too to Wimbledon starts tomorrow, Saucy.
Yeah.
Okay.
No Kiri.
No
King.
Kyrgios. That was massive news today.
What was the reasoning why he pulled out?
Body's no good.
Nah.
Body seems to be no good for a while. And just make this clear, when we say it starts tomorrow, we should let you guys know that we film on Mondays and we'll release on Wednesdays. Can we say
Tuesday.
that?
If I'm feeling naughty, I'll release Tuesday.
Yeah. That's it. That's what I wanted to do. Can I just give a shout out to the big fella Saucy to the right of me? This bloke has been outstanding in his work with making this happen.
Thanks, Bull.
Like the editing that's gone on in the past week has just been second to none. Okay, so what I want people to do out there is when you go to work tomorrow, tap a shareholder on their shoulders and just say, good work, son.
Thanks, mate.
But make sure they actually have done something productive.
That's real nice, yeah.
Thanks, mate.
Yeah.
I'm taking the compliments now.
I don't think this show would be anything without this man.
But do you know what I mean? The editing that he's been doing, the work he's been putting in.
It's only 1 week, mate.
Oh, and mate, to be honest with you, it felt like the debut of a lifetime.
Why are we drinking Prime? Why are we drinking Prime?
I can't believe
Get it away from me.
I can't believe you like it.
You just drank it too.
Oh, it's just because it's been sitting out there.
Get him away.
And now allegedly we've got a sponsor. And we are actually in talks with a few people.
We are.
Yes, about coming on board, which has been a massive...
Pretty exciting.
It's
pretty
been
weird.
It's been pretty huge that they want to jump on build the off-field OFD.
I don't blame them.
If you want to talk business, just hit my line out there. We are happy to discuss. As you can tell, I want to show off products.
We want them here and here.
We want them there, and we will. We have a huge audience that covers from New Zealand down to America, across to England.
It's global.
We're trying to get
it goes to Mecca.
Some hikers in Antarctica, maybe, if we could.
Now, your horse.
Oh, the shareholder's horse.
The shareholder's horse.
Let's see.
The horse of the holder.
There's the horse of the holder, yeah.
Let's see.
Let's see, light in the sky.
I have tried to obtain some footage of its first run.
Oh, yeah, you want that bloody awful bit of footage, do you? Were you trying to get footage of what it was like to watch a donkey run against a bunch of thoroughbreds?
What? Give the shareholders some faith. What's happened? We've got a trial coming up.
We've got a trial this Friday. So once news breaks, if I can get it to you, because I want this horse to be the shareholder's horse, and we're going to follow on its journey.
Light in the sky.
It's trialing. It's got one more trial. Kieran called me yesterday, and it'll be trialing this Friday. If everything goes to plan, we'll be heading to the track in 2 weeks' time.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
By that point, we're going to throw the living you-know-what at it. And for some people, it might be the end of your punting career, or for others, it might be the start.
Might be the glorious start, the glorious beginnings.
If I can find you the footage and actually find you Gary Portelli, who I got that wrong in the first episode, Gary Portelli that trained it, he gave it one of the most, how do I describe this? He described it after it trialed that he was hoping the horse was injured. It was that bad.
Oh, no. No way.
He did a phone message to us and he said...
It looked that bad.
He said it was that bad that we're actually hoping it'll come back with a post-race injury.
Mate, we might have to euthanize it. It was that bad.
But anyway, it's got the Kieran Mar polish now and it's back. So tune in this
Giddy
Friday.
Up, baby. I can't wait for those ones.
Tune in for this Friday. It's going to be on for young and old.
Eggs Benny.
You like it?
Great segue. Horses into Eggs Benny. You called me the other day when I was having an Eggs Benny.
Oh, that's right. You were at the coffee club.
The coffee club. One of the all-time underrated establishments.
I haven't been to the coffee club since I was 10 when my grandma was looking after me.
There's cafes popping up left, right and centre, and I love them. I love a little small business cafe.
Are they still going as strong as they are?
the coffee club.
Yeah.
I went there. You called me at what, 3, 4 p.m?
Yeah, on Wednesday.
That's what I love about it. All day brekkie, eggs Benny, flat white, oat. You add your hashi, you add your smashed avo. I cannot get enough of it. If I could have one thing to eat all day for 7 days a week, it'd be eggs Benny.
So would you say,
size.
so you dead set abuse the terminology of all day breakfast?
Yes.
Good. That's it. That there is a man that doesn't. Is that because you hadn't actually had breakfast?
Yes. Correct. Well, in this life of hospitality of mine, I don't wake up at certain times until later on than most people. So it was a little later than usual. I wouldn't eat.
How good! I was actually having a conversation with a man. A solo breakfast.
Oh, it's like
so underrated.
It's what's the word for it? It's comforting.
Yeah.
It's with the right food, it's like good for the soul.
It is good for the soul.
You read the paper, flick through your phone, have a coffee, order your coffee before you have your order your brekkie, so you got a bit of time. May even throw in a second coffee.
Yeah, wait, do some people not order a coffee before brekkie?
Well, I always order coffee.
Get there and then you have a coffee first.
And then you order?
And then you order, yeah.
I always order.
Well, if you're in your own world, yeah. Because you're eating by yourself.
Yeah. Someone told me that they can't eat on their own.
Who was that?
This girl who works here. So she said, it gives me, like, I get anxious when I eat on my own. I can't handle, like, the public. And
really?
I was like, well, if anything, it's like you have no, like, you're on your own. Who are you talking to?
Yeah,
she goes, I can't order.
What?
I was like, what do you mean?
Can we, like, get her to just go do that for the...
Yeah.
What the hell? Does she listen to this?
No, I hope not.
Good. Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Because I'm going to be careful about how I would describe you, but each to their own. Right, yeah, so all-day breakfast at the coffee club, a place that I'm still
it's a place
not
to
sure.
meet.
I know, like I said, I can't believe they're still going. Was it a packed house at the coffee club?
It was packed. Aspley Coffee Club.
Oh, no, there you go, Aspley Coffee Club. You've got a loyalty fan here. They do loyalty cards.
I'd be happy with a free coffee right here every show.
Yeah, okay. Drinking coffee at night.
Nah. Not a go. Oh, kind of for me some nights, but
tea, man.
I like a tea, like an English brekkie.
English breakfast, bingo. Yeah, I like where your head's at there, Saucy.
Little bicky.
Oh,
bicky on the side.
What would you go?
At milk arrowroot.
Yes, son.
How good.
One of the plainest things in the world.
They're so good.
Do you know what's so good with a milk arrowroot? Put Nutella in it with a milk arrowroot, like a sandwich.
You're a fucking visionary.
I'm talking dirty to you tonight, I can tell.
Might go home and have myself some English brekkie and a bit of Nutella and milk arrowroot.
Really? Oh, see, a lot of people will give you crap for drinking a milk arrowroot.
Who?
But just know I'm with you.
I don't want to hang out with them.
No, because there's a lot of people out there that are real biscuit snobs.
No. What? Tell me what are they? They mint slice people. I hate mint. I reckon mint is an abomination in certain things. I love a mojito, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I don't do mint ice cream. Like mint choc chip. Fuck off.
No
dude.
way, man.
You're a psychopath. Yeah. And this will rub people so many people rub the wrong way. So many people like it. I reckon it's cooked.
Mint slices.
Mint ice cream and shit.
Oh yeah.
What are those mint bickies? Now I'm sounding like a biscuit snob.
Yeah. We might. Yeah, we'll take you on a biscuit tour later, maybe. I want to just quickly.
Do you want to hear a clanger? Going back on the mojito. One of our good friends, Jacob. Could I get a vodka soda? No, what did he say? Could I get a mojito with vodka?
A mojito with vodka. Now, this bloke that just...
So that's 2 shots of vodka, a bit of lime, and a bit of mint.
And did he drink it?
So that's a double shot. That's a double shot vodka lime soda with a bit of mint.
And he thought it was a mojito.
Got charged out his ass for a double vodka lime soda.
There's never been too much going up upstairs. This bloke...
He's one of our best mates.
This bloke, by the way, we played golf with him on Friday, and I kid you not, he hit a shot that went over the green, but his ball was before the green. So I told him to go and get his buggy. So he went to go get his buggy. I look back, and this brother is driving the buggy across the green.
And for all that don't play golf, you know that you don't drive on the green.
You cannot drive a motorised buggy. But that's 101.
It's 101.
We had these old birds behind us. They got the fright of their life.
One of them nearly had a heart attack.
Because you know how there's a lot of like traditionalists with golf. You know what I mean? It's one of those sports that you got to know the rules. And watching a motorised buggy go across the green was like watching
the Titanic go down. For those old ladies.
I was going to say like the blokes off Happy Gilmore. Like it had Happy Gilmore.
It had Happy Gilmore written all over it. Us for golfing that day.
Well, it had Happy Gilmore because I think that bloke named Jacobs got the IQ of Happy Gilmore too. Righto. So I'm going to give you my predictions for Wimbledon. And the great Nick Kyrgios has pulled out. So that's breaking news. It's a shame. He's coming off a finals appearance last year. So this is his competition. I'm a huge fan of the King
You want him
Kyrgios.
You want him to go well. You watch him and you want him to go.
He's raw talent, baby. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like he's pure. So I'm going to give my little hot take. Now this isn't going to sit well with a lot of people, okay? But I think it's time that we put a bit of respect on the big Russian's name. Daniil Medvedev.
Yeah.
Is the Dez.
Dev or Dez?
Desi, call him what you like, just not Desi Asler. Right, he is going to do wonders this tournament.
You reckon?
My other sleeper, and I'm looking at Sportsbet right now, and they're not actually real sleepers, but it's because they're so short in the market. But Yannick Sinner, this young Italian fella, I watched him at the Oz Open a couple of years ago. I got a lot of time for him. Grinder, a bit like myself on the court.
Tell me about him.
He's Italian. I think he's 22, 23. Got a great ground game.
Just quickly, my heart is palpitating from that prime.
I'm telling you.
There's something happening around here.
Logan Paul and KSI, what you're doing to the people out there is a rort, allegedly. Okay? That stuff is
toxic.
It's disgusting. It adds no hydration to you whatsoever. Our hearts are racing. I want to spit it out and then spit it out some more.
Allegedly.
Allegedly, they can go and get you know what.
But back to Wimbledon.
Medvedev and Sinner. I'm taking on the Joker and Alcaraz, I believe his name. Young Spanish fella. The bookies say it's a 2-horse race.
Have we got any Aussies in there?
Yeah, down the bottom of the page. You're not going to find them up close. There's also, and you got to think this is grass court too. Remember, Saucy.
Yeah.
Okay, so
a bit slower.
Yes. Okay, so the Demon's probably the bloke that you're thinking of.
I like the Demon. Shit, they're not giving too many people much hope other than the top two.
It's a 2-horse race. Yeah. This is what I would do. I'd give you a box trifecta.
Berkey's box trifecta for Wimbledon.
I'm going to box the first 4, the Joker, Alcaraz, Sinner and Medvedev. And then I love putting 5 horses in a box try. I'm going to throw in, and I like this kid a lot, all right? I like him a lot. Denis Shapovalov.
Yeah.
The Canadian.
Shapovalov. Isn't it Shapovalov?
Shapovalov, yeah.
Mate, you need to enunciate correctly.
My enunciating. I actually don't know if I like it. He just came up.
I'm looking at the women's, because the women's is more of an open field.
You're gonna get your money's worth with the women's.
Yeah.
Oh, gee whiz, that's a lottery. The women's.
I like Sabalenka. I watched that Point Break, and I liked what she was good on that show.
They reckon that's a curse.
Yeah, they do for a lot of things, for a lot of those shows.
Yeah, big time. I love the young American.
Yeah.
Golf.
Katie Goff. Yeah, she's good.
Corey Goff. Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nah, yeah, I reckon.
Well, there you go.
I'll throw my hat in the ring with Sabalenka.
Okay.
I've followed her work extensively.
You have.
She's pretty good.
How do you go on a tennis court?
I'm pretty handy. I used to play when I was a kid, yeah.
Actually, can I give a great shout out to Saucy here? And I learnt this during the week, and it is up there with some of the funniest things I've heard. Can you believe that this man who co-hosts Off-Field Drama, and no one knows, this guy is a former tin pin bowler?
Yeah, yeah. Like, of note.
Of
a
note.
10-pin bowler of note.
This man holds records in the Aspley Hyperdome.
My name's on boards.
I tell you what, we got stuck into lacrosse players. Little did we know I had a tin pin bowler to the right of me. Can you talk us through how you got into that?
Mum. Mum was a good bowler in America. I don't know what got her into it.
Yeah.
I think,
I'm intrigued.
10-pin bowling over there is a thing. It's a big thing.
They're into it,
I don't know. I just played like every sport as a kid growing up, and a bit of here, there, everywhere. And I liked bowling, and I had my own shoes, had dragons on them.
That'll do.
Had two balls that I'd carry in. One was in a roller bag, and the other was over the shoulder.
Thought you were referring to your sack.
One of them had. Oh, that thing hung. That thing hung early.
What's your best score?
It was fuck, mate. I get asked this all the time, and it makes it. It's like 220s or something. Okay. But I've gotten up there a couple times.
What is the perfect score?
300.
That is and so is that a strike?
It's there's 10 frames, and I'm pretty sure it's 13 strikes in a row, because the last frame, if you get it's 12 or 13. So if you get in your last frame, if you get a strike, you get another 2 shots. So it'd be 12 strikes in a row, and people get back-to-back perfect games and triple perfect games. It's insane, dude.
When did your tin pin bowling career start?
The age of 7 at Strathpine. I used to go out at St. Paul's. Used to go after school with a group, and
Strathpine bowls still around,
or did they still exist? A lot of them have gone under.
They would have gone under for sure.
Like the blockbusters of yesteryear, and
tin pin bowling.
Be easy.
I went to the Aspley tin pin bowl.
Great establishment. Jeez. Really cheap beers there.
Oh, I was on edge when I walked in. Why? It is so dated.
It's so dated that it's cool. It's so retro.
Yeah, and they had the crystal ball.
Yeah, was it disco?
Yeah, it was disco.
See, I don't fuck with that. I want to be locked in on my lane. I don't want fucking some dweeby kid with his.
Do you wear the glasses? No.
Nah. What glasses?
Like, I've seen some professional tin pin bowlers. They zone right in. So
what's that guy?
When did your career end?
When I got bullied. Nah, I don't know. I think when I grew up and realised, shit, I'm 10-pin bowling at the age of 13. So I definitely played when I was 13.
When it was fancy dress day at school, Saucy would rock in his tin pin bowling outfit.
It's a pretty cool trick, though, a party trick. You'd go to like a kid's birthday party, and you'd bring your own bowling ball
and you just trounce them,
fucking demolish them. And I'm an only child, so I'm competitive as all fuck. Yeah. Or even these days, like you might go to like a social bowling thing. Like we did a hospo bowling night, and I actually played so shit because it was one of those disco things, and I talked my game up all week and just was bowling gutters all fucking night, and there was money on the line too.
Ball.
Yeah, I was so filthy with myself.
What's the trick to it? Is there any? Can you give the shareholders an insight?
Bit of form, like a bit. It's like bowling a fastball or a leggy, I'm sure.
Do you give it the flick of the wrist?
Oh, a little bit. What the thing is in a normal bowling ball is that the heavier the ball, the better, because the pins are quite heavier. So if the heavier the ball, the better, I think.
Oh, I thought I use a smaller ball because I try.
That doesn't surprise me. Yeah. In a normal ball though. Sorry, when I say normal, I mean
a normal size ball.
Well, okay. A big ball. How do I put this? A normal bowling ball that you get at the lane, right? Is just they're not
where your fingers go.
How do you put the ball in your hand?
I only put 2 fingers.
Which ones? No, seriously, which ones?
Literally.
Your index and your middle finger.
Yeah.
Okay. To be good, you got to know which fingers to put in.
Yeah. Okay.
So you put in your middle, and then your one in between your pinky and your middle one. So those ones. That's how you hold it. Did you go like that?
No,
the index and your middle
I
finger?
haven't played for a while.
Oh, well, don't change your story. So you got to have that in those two first.
Yeah.
In my balls, you have a pin inside the ball, so the bowling ball is weighted like to one side. So if you were to bowl the ball straight, the ball would naturally curve in.
Yes.
So you see how you see these guys
and right to left.
Right to left. Yeah, you see these guys on TV and they rip these bowling balls and they have heaps of curve.
Yeah.
The more revs and like the angle that the balls hit the pin, the more chance of getting a strike is. It's something like that.
Yeah.
That's why I'd have my own ball, and my other ball was like a ball that didn't have that.
Okay.
So I could aim for the spares better.
Yeah. Are you actually aiming for the pin one right of the middle one?
I'm aiming.
Or you're always aiming
for the one on the right at an angle.
One right. So there you go. If you're listening at home, there's a bit
of science to it.
There's a bit
of science. There's a bit of art to bowling.
I wouldn't mind if we had someone out there that wants to challenge you.
I'm taking names.
Yeah. Is there a hidden shareholder out there that's willing to put a bit of pride on the line, maybe?
I'll give you my dragon shoes if you win.
Really?
Size 8s. They're relics.
There we go.
They're relics. They'd be worth something.
And those dragon shoes, man, I've never heard of anyone owning a pair of bowling shoes. You still got them?
Yeah. Surely. I actually know where they are. I know where my bowling balls are too.
That is, I am mesmerised. I mean, it's It's a hell of a sport.
It's a hell of a life too.
To be good at.
It's a hell of a life.
Can you travel the globe playing tin pin bowling? Or not?
I got so cocky, not surprising for some, that I said if we get the Olympics, I'm going to start taking bowling other there's some professionals out there, and I wouldn't even come close to them.
When's the last time you played competitively?
Competitively?
Like, was that so when does...
I used to play comps and stuff.
Yeah, when is that? 20s. Is that a Saturday?
Sunday gig.
Yeah. See, that does not surprise me that tin pin bowling's a Sunday arvo activity.
No.
Because it doesn't deserve the right to be on Saturdays.
No, it's not a main event.
No.
The grand finals on a Sunday.
What do they give you? The graveyard shift, 6 p.m. on a Sunday?
No, you get the early ones.
Really?
Because it's an all-day tournament.
What time would Strathpine open? They'd have to probably patch up a few windows after they just got robbed the night before.
You'd be so surprised if you went down to the Aspley Bowls and see Aspley Bowling, 10-pin bowling, whatever it's called, the lanes. We'll just call it the lanes. And just how many people are into bowling still.
Yeah,
it's insane.
I think it's a great sport. I just never met anyone that's into it. I salute you.
Yeah,
I tip my cat off to you.
We went down. There was a little moment when
imagine if I rolled you.
Me and a couple of the boys. I'm not even entertaining that. We would go weekly for like a good little month,
really?
6 weeks. Yeah, me, Baker, and like there was probably like a good squad of 8 to 10 of us. And we go and they said, "You boys been coming here like a few weeks. Do you want to sign up to a league?" And that was the last they saw of us.
What?
When they asked if we wanted to join a league, because it'd be like, it'd work out better for us. We were like, I think everyone was like, we're getting a bit carried away with this now. Like,
what would your team be
we'd
called?
Go and sink about 10 Coronas.
Oh, so you were over 18 at this point?
Yeah. This was like last year. We got into it. Yeah, we got real into it. Coronas and golds were real cheap.
Yeah, righto. They'd have a happy hour there, surely.
I think it's all the time.
Yeah.
The prices are as old as the fit out.
What are you?
It's like a 1990s fit out with 1990s pricing.
The 10-pin bowling taipans, or what would your team name be?
What were we one time? Bowling buddies, I think.
Oh,
that was my that speaks of the age. Yeah.
Oh yeah. Watch out for the bowling buddies.
Yeah.
They'll get you.
Oh mate. Those were the days though.
That was good. Righto. Well look, it's been a hell of an episode. Yeah. I think we've
covered a bit. It's been a huge week.
We've covered a bit. Like I said, if there's segments that people think can make this work.
We're all about feedback.
Yeah, we really do want feedback. We don't want it to just turn into like a situation where we're boring the shareholders.
No, and that shan't ever happen.
No. So send us through your feedback.
We want structure, and we want.
Yes.
We don't want it to be a free for all. We like a yarn. We like a dribble. We want segments, and we want to hear what you want to hear.
So we've got. Oh yes, well said there, Saucy. Off-field knob of the week. Off-field legend of the week. We'll cover some sport.
Yeah.
We'll give our hot takes.
Yep.
And we'll throw a few stories in of the past that people can potentially relate to, maybe.
And we'll give you some news stories of what we're doing on the week, what we've done on our weekends, things like that, what we've done in the week, what's relevant, what's happening.
Cover that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
It is. Well.
And we didn't even get to talk about the Bronx.
There's always next week.
Broncos won the Brisbane battle too.
How did we not touch that?
I cannot believe.
I think that shows our maturity, though.
I cannot believe we didn't touch the Bronx. I don't want to end, but
what do you reckon? How did we not touch the Bronx?
They won 24-16.
I'm baffled.
And that was at the Gabba. That was an historic Broncos
Gabba. Anyway, we won't touch the Bronx. We'll catch you next week. Thank you very much. Huge week.
Love the shareholders. Fire up, shareholders.
Giddy up, baby.
See you next week, kids.